Well, the NRL season's only got one game to go, but there's one player who still can't avoid the spotlight, and that seems to be Kieran Foran, the former Manly Sea Eagles star, briefly Parramatta Eels star, and now potential New Zealand Warriors star. So I know he's been in the media a lot throughout the year, but what do you make of this new development that he might be signing with the Warriors for a 1-year extension?
Well, obviously, when it was announced that he may have signed, obviously the Parramatta fans went berserk. A lot of them there saying, well, he walked out on Parramatta not because of Parramatta, so why is he playing for another club? So I'm not really sure what to make of it there. So obviously some people are calling for compensation for Parramatta, whether that obviously won't happen. But so I don't know actually where he's at. Obviously the integrity unit really has to step in, and they are going to question him over his depression problems and obviously the match fixing allegations that he's had. So where that comes to is obviously whether they register him for next year.
A lot of the talk has been about his mental health throughout the year, and obviously that's a very sensitive topic. For the NRL, they really need to make sure that they're not jumping the gun and letting him jump back into the game too soon. If his mental health is the issue here for himself, then they need to make sure that he's in the right state of mind to start a whole new season with a whole new club and not have this situation happen all over again for him.
Well, obviously, mental health and depression, it's a big thing in our game there, and I know the NRL does take it seriously. Like, obviously, rugby league is secondary to, obviously, your mental health, so and it's become more and more prevalent in the sport, so the NRL are going to make sure, obviously, he's going to be probably more of a test case, whether they feel that after only a couple of months that he is right to come back. What help has he got in the last couple of months there? Obviously, he has been linked with Eddie Hastings still, so
it's not a good look for him at the moment. I guess part of the issue here as well is, as Kieran Foran's come out with I believe an Instagram post, he's kind of thanked his fans throughout the year for sticking by him. He's also had a bit of a go at the media for how much that they've shined the spotlight on him throughout the season, which a lot of people would argue was over the top. Yeah,
well, like I said, even on one of the TV shows a little bit earlier this week, they said the same thing. Obviously, he doesn't want to be in the spotlight, but by bringing these tweets and different things out, it brings you back into the spotlight. So for him to just put it all back out there, otherwise it would have just died off a little bit. But now everybody's like us again. We're talking about Kieran Foran again, when should have just let it go away. Obviously let him get his help there, and then the NRL integrity unit can just step in and either register him or say he needs a bit more time off. So
was that something that probably should have happened before any announcement or any talk of the contract with a rival club should have emerged?
Yeah, well, obviously you're going to have to ask New Zealand that question, why they have come out and said that he has signed a contract. Like signing a contract's one thing, but getting it registered is another thing. So I'm not sure why they would have. I'm sure in the back blocks they could have been talking to him. They could have got him to sign there, but announcing it is
another level.
is a different thing. Maybe by announcing it, they have done a disservice to him, and the NRL might look on that a little bit more harshly and not register him for next year. So.
Well, if he is registered for next year, that does make the New Zealand Warriors quite a scary prospect for 2017. When you've got Tuivasa-Sheck, who you'd imagine would be fit and ready again for next season. You've got Shaun Johnson and Kieran Foran, the two New Zealand representatives for the country when they play that level, and you've got Isaac Lucas hooker as well. That'd be a pretty dominating spine.
Well, obviously that'd be the best spine in the league, really. Like. I know you can say Melbourne there, they've got Cooper Cronk and Cameron there, but when you've got four superstars like that, I'm not sure how you fit them all under the salary cap either there. Like Kieran Foran's on 1.2 million at Parramatta, so I'm sure that he's got to be at least getting 800,000, and Johnson's on close to that. Isaac Luke went over there for a big deal, and Roger Tuivasa-Sheck went back for a big deal. So,
what does that mean for Lulawai as well? Lolohea, sorry. He had a bit of drama off field as well, getting dumped by McFadden for a couple of games as well. He was looking to come into the halves in a permanent position with the. I forgot his name, but the half that's Robson that's come back across the Tasman. Now he'd be thinking with Kieran Foran and Shaun Johnson ahead of him, he might not get much of a run at all.
Well, it has been leaked out there now that obviously Lola here has been given permission to go and negotiate, and I'm sure the Sydney teams are lining up to sign him. Like he's a quality player. He's a young player too. He made a few errors this year, but when you're young, there you obviously make a few errors. So, but I'd sign him at Parramatta if they had the chance. But I'm sure other clubs are looking at him as well, and we'll offer him some decent money. So,
just quickly on back on Kieran Foran as well. A bit of obviously it's a big backflip after leaving the Parramatta Eels with not much time in between. Now trying to sign for the Warriors. Do you see the integrity unit passing him?
Well, to be honest, I don't think they will. Like on such a short period there, if you did it at the start of the year and sat the whole year out through this depression, mental health issue, maybe but. Like he wanted out of Parramatta, but he didn't say he wanted out of Parramatta because they were the fault. So, and now just about 60 days later, now the passion's back.
I'm ready for NRL again.
Ready for NRL again.
Yep.
I just don't think that type of issue, which is a serious issue, can be fixed in that shorter period without professional help. So.
Well, a lot of people will be looking to this as an example of how the NRL handles mental health, obviously as a problem that has been growing in the game as well. So we'll find out one way or the other if the integrity unit reckons that it's been enough time and that he's in the right state of mind.
Yeah, I'd like to see him back in the game, but I don't want to see him back in the game too early. That's the problem. So.
That's it. For fans, for both the Warriors and the Parramatta fans, I hope that he comes back in the right state of mind and we get to see a former superstar of the game back in playing his proper game again.
That's correct.
We'll find out.